Spellburst. Sludge? Yeah, maybe they'll give us some sludge. Maybe they'll give us some excavate. I mean, one of these cards looks like me, and it ain't the green goblin hooded booger. So, I guess we gotta take the one that looks like me. What choice do I have? Now give me some excavates, or I'm gonna scream. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay, Mr. Graham. Can't complain too much. Caught some of the football games today. Pretty exciting games. NFL, American football. I think I'll take a Void Caller. I don't like Fellwalker. Demonic Studies is kind of cool. The foosball. What have you been up to, Graham? I haven't seen you too much here, or what have you been playing? Where have you been hanging? You been working a lot? We got to get you fired from that job. Got to get you back out on the streets. Hollow Abomination. That card's pretty good too. A little better than a Void Walker. My Uber driver was playing the foosball in the car. So you could say I'm somewhat of an expert. Where were you Ubering to? I've been crazy busy. I bought a collector's box of Ravnica Remastered, but it's not here yet. I think it might come tomorrow or Tuesday. Purchase history? They're in Portland. Oh, they'll be here tomorrow. Today they got to Southern Oregon. What's your favorite Painland? Painland or the Shocklands? Remember, they're different. Probably Breeding Pool, maybe. Overgrown Tomb and Watery Grave. Oh yeah, it might be a Breeding Pool. Let's take this. Oh, Chaos Creation. That card's kind of cool if I get Sludge cards. I've never drafted it. Or maybe I drafted it once in a mage deck. Where it doesn't really, destroying the bottom of your deck never has any upside. That's kind of crazy. If you have 3 or 4 sludges on the bottom, or 6 sludges on the bottom of your deck, that's ridiculous. Breeding Pool, Simic. Yeah, I like Breeding Pool. I liked Black-White back then. But I don't know what was that one? Godless Shrine. I don't know if that's my favorite Painland. I don't know if it looked the coolest. Maybe Steam Vent. Steam Vent's always looked cool. I opened 4 collector's packs already, and I didn't get any Painlands, but I did get an anime Cyclonic Rift, so it was cool. I'm gonna take this thing. I need Excavate. Let's grab that another Demonic Studies. I don't even really know what I can get, but I guess I have Void Caller, so I want to have demons. Anime Cyclonic, yeah, non-foil though. Non-foil. You could take an Imp Gang boss. I could take a Grave Defiler. Is this thing a fell? Wow, that deletes my whole deck though. But maybe that's fine. You just throw 2 of them face at the end of the game. That'd be kind of cool. I guess Prison Breaker has some upside. The other card's not so much. One of the cards that's in is, what's that card called? Full Blown Evil. Lets you cast 3 spells out of 1 card. Cards like that could be an easy way to activate this. I love Peddler. Peddler's cool. Sometimes the non-foils are even cooler, yeah. But I think it's 30 or 40 bucks or something like that. And I think the foil one's 80 or 90. Yeah, gotta have, gotta have the money. Peddler's good. I guess I'll take an Enforcer. I guess. Where are my sludge cards? Where are my my excavate cards? Please. Fracking. Fracking will destroy the bottom of my deck just like Chaos Creation will. I'll take the fracking. It's fine. What if we don't draw Chaos Creation? What if we get a bunch of sludge cards and we want more than one way to destroy the bottom of our deck? More Demonic Studies? Sure. More Dark Peddlers? Those are good. So we take Greedy Partner or do we take Brewmaster? We can brew back the Peddlers or the 1-drops we get, but I don't really think that sounds good. I think I'll just take the consistency of the Greedy Partner. Oh, Sunspot Dragon. There's a delightfully devilish card. Alright, you put 2 Sludge on Wheels in this deck and we're good to go. Waste Remover. I mean, Waste Remover is so good. I guess I just have to take it. I don't like it if I don't have the Sludge cards, but still not a bad card. Just feels a lot worse. Chaotic Consumption I like. We can use maybe the 1-drops from this. We could eat our Void Caller and pull something right away. Deck wants to destroy itself. It may be destroying itself. Oh man, I love Curse of Agony. Yeah, these are all terrible. Can I just take Curse of Agony? It costs 1. I mean, I can do whatever I want. Seeds of Destruction. That's sort of interesting. Destroy our whole deck. Fill it up with seeds, maybe. I think the other cards are pretty bad, so I'll just take it. Another Void Caller? Yeah. Okay, like it a little more than a desk, yep. Okay, our first Excavate. We just need 2 Excavates, please. Let's take it. Probably just take the Imp Gang boss here. Could take the Fell Walker, but it could hit my own side of the board. That'd be kind of annoying. I think this Elemental's strong, isn't it? Discard 2 cards or destroy one of your mana crystals. Yeah, that's fine. There's our Sludge. I think it's a lot better than Hollow A-Bomb, and Hollow A-Bomb's sick. But we'll take that thing. Would love another one. I think I'll take a Monstrous Form. Monstrous Form's okay too. Why doesn't red like beans? I don't know, I'm not a big fan of beans. I wonder if Enhanced Dreadlord's ever a better card for this deck with 2 Void Callers. Over Spawn. Probably not. Probably not. But I also have 3 Demonic Studies. That'd be a great card for us. Trolley Problems. There's a great card. And Philosophy probably wouldn't be that bad, but Trolley Problem's a little too good. Okay. I've got Dark Peddler again, which I don't mind. I have 1 more pick to get another Sludge on Wheels or to get a second Excavate. And then we have our Duels Treasure coming up. A pathetic Spawn of Deathwing. And finally, our Duels Treasure is none other than Beastly Beauty. Summon a random 3-cost minion. Upgrade this and shuffle it. And I actually think that card's okay, too. That card's okay, but Beastly Beauty's pretty nasty. So, we got a good legendary, but unfortunately only 1 Excavate. Now, we do have 3 Demonic Studies and 3 Dark Peddlers, which means we can find Moarg Drillfist and Smokestack. Is that what it's called? So it's not a, foregone conclusion that we won't be able to activate Jerry. It's just going to be... I know it's 3 and then 6, but I actually don't know what the last one does. I just assume it's 9. But sometimes the last ones do like a 3, a 6, and a 9 or something like that. Hey, RedBeard, good luck. Thanks, man. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to keep that because I only have the 2... Game Capture? Hearthstone Deck Tracker? I only have the 2... Excavates. Or, sorry, I only have the 1 Excavate. Wait a minute. These stink. Alright, I'm just going to take that because it's a 1-cost card. I'm going to spend 2 and then I'm going to play one of the 3s, probably. Bet on how many times we played an active Tram Legendary. I think if we had some Excavates, that would be a more enticing bet. Okay, so what am I doing? Probably play this one first. Out of fear. I mean, the Waste Remover is just so sick if I'm actually deleting Sludge. What the fuck? What do I want to draw here? Chaotic Consumption would be cool. Is that what it's called? Chaotic Consumption?
Buying or selling.
Well, it was that easy, I guess.
They're not trapped. They're my friends.
They're not trapped, they're my friends. Didn't get to take an Excavate, but we weren't offered one either, so doesn't feel as bad. This thing has to attack a minion? After this attacks a minion and survives. Some free health. Some free imps. More free imps. Okay, so I'm gonna play this first. And then play this, so I still have the discount. Mal'Ganis for 8. I guess I'll just take a Void Caller.
Deal.
Kinda sick, though.
Pay for your crimes. Yes, all of them.
I'm kinda sick to get a Mal'Ganis if we had. Let's play this one. We can tap. Let's play it first. And then look. We might get offered 3 cheap demons. So we'd rather tap after the fact if we got a bigger demon offered, which we did. I forgot they have a funny sound. Where's Dreads? They thought carefully about that attack order. Drinker to grow. Drinker to grow? I don't have any, What card is Drinker?
Let the light save you, as it saved me.
Dread's Imp? This thing fell? That's not fell. Can't attack a minion? Oh, I could attack a minion. Oh no, I couldn't. It wouldn't live. I can go face and chaotic this. Or I can just spend this and just trade it. Either way, I'm tapping, right? Okay. Well, there goes my demon. Demon that gains 3/3 and destroys. Oh, yeah. Well, I forgot that we actually had one of those in. We are just getting, I thought I was just pulling it for free, so the battle cry doesn't matter as much. But even then, it's not that much bigger than the 4-drop, right? So in the case where you actually have to cast it, it's way better to just cast the remover for cheaper, keeping the card in your deck. Or like, I mean, either way, it's like you get it for free and it's just bigger. Why is this not fell? I guess it's time to do this.
You're not a monster. I'm the monster.
I'm the monster. And then these curses should end him here. This is also anti-sludge tech against my future sludge warlock opponents. Take all the sludges on the bottom of their deck and shuffle them around.
Pay for your crimes. Yes, all of them.
Shame on you. Oh, there's another demon for us. How cute. I guess I'm taking that. I like how the Beastly Beauty is randomly British. Do you like that?
The victory is yours.
I finally finished my Persona 5 run, just in time to take a break this week for the P3 remake this coming weekend. What's P3? If you could only draft vanilla original cards and everybody else got to draft normally, how many wins do you think you get on average? I mean, like 0.1 maybe? Thank you for the tier 1 8 months of sub. Oh, Persona 3. They did a full remake changing the graphics and a bunch of other stuff. Have you played all the Persona games? Or will this be the first time you're playing it? I've never played a single Persona game. And I didn't really even know of Persona games when I was a kid. I wasn't a huge, I think it was a PlayStation game, right? I wasn't a huge PlayStation guy. Although my brother at one point bought himself a PlayStation and we shared a room, so I played a couple games. I played a bit of Vice City. Or that was the PlayStation 2, huh? For the original PlayStation, I played Final Fantasy 7. My brother played 7, 8, and 9. And then my buddy had Crash Bash. You know what I had too? I had Bust-A-Move. I bought Bust-A-Move. I played a little bit of 3 back in high school. I have a few friends who are super into it, but 5 was my first one that I finished. Okay. What did he guess? Oh, taunt cards? I don't know if that's better or if that's better. I guess it's better to shuffle before I put all those on the bottom of my deck. What does this card do? Discard 2 cards or destroy one of your mana crystals. I don't really want to do that. Alright, I need a way to kill that. Well, I got the combo, but here we are. Without a way to go in. Honestly, I might take Death Imp here. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to take Mal'Ganis. Okay, that's fine. That's less fine, and that's fine. I would just assume I wouldn't find another, thing.
Candle much lighter.
How do you link Prime with your Twitch account? How do you link Prime? I think you have to do it through Amazon? Am I mistaken?
Oops, I broke it.
Oops, I broke it, damn it.
This place is scary.
I have 4 mana, and this is his board. This doesn't feel fair. Don't have a Hellfire. I mean, those are pretty bad. If I could get a couple of free 3/3s here, that would be kind of splendid. Dune Warrior. Is that what he... Oh, that's what he discovered. So he took the cheap one in order to protect this. Well, he may have just thrown. He's at least given me a chance to come back a little bit. And, well, frankly, that's, right now, very much appreciated. Can I get away with this? What could I get for 2? I don't know, but I'm so far behind. Do I have a 2? I don't have a 2. But maybe this will help me draw some free 3/3s? That puzzle box treasure is so bad. I had it in a 9-win warrior, and it was so good for us, but I tried to cast it when my opponent didn't have any cards on the board. Even if I only had like 1. Why in God's green earth did he do that? Well, he probably wasn't expecting to get a 5-mana 1/1 and a 5-mana 4/4 and give me a big taunt. But yeah, you kind of like, you know, you gotta, it's at least a possibility, right? So if I hit here, I want to hit here, don't I? There's one of my Foul Rifts. There's my second Excavate. But I don't have my Tramboy anymore. Destroy my whole board, kind of rude. This is awkward.
I wonder.
I guess I could destroy a mana crystal, maybe. It's like a little awkward for next turn because I have all these 3-cost cards, but discard the barrels. Yeah, that'd be cool. But even then, they were probably better hitting minions than just hitting his face. Just imagine if I discarded like this and this, I'd have no cards left. I'd only have barrels. This can deal 15, so this has to be a clear, right? So he goes 1, 2, 3. It's overkilled by 1 already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think either way, he's just losing them all. Maybe not. Maybe he could have kept 1 alive. Weight Caller, 2/2. Let's start here. You know what? Fuck it. Okay. 4/4 is a bit smaller than I would expect to get from a 6-drop. Unlucky. They all had to die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can't stand the heat.
No, they didn't all have to die. You could throw them all into the big minion. And then keep a 5/1, right? That's too bad. What with discarding my best card and hitting the wrong minion, that's unfortunate. That could have gone a little better. You're absolutely right. Yeah, you could have thrown them all into the left one. A little easier said than done at times, but... did have that ability available to him. Sunspot would be a delightful draw. I got my worst draw again. That seems to be happening a lot. Double shoot it, 3/6. Could just play this and pull that. That's probably better for me because I'm never going to be able to cast it and take the damage at this point. It's funny, I either draw... Well, I guess I'm guaranteed Sunspot next turn. I have the 2 Fell Rifts and Sunspot. We're not that far off lethaling them? No. Right now we have lethal on board. Plus our dragon. You can go up to 18-20. I guess it wouldn't be lethal if he... I guess it wouldn't be lethal if he does that. 3/6. Well... It's a shame because, you know, he played it so poorly and he might win. That's really what you don't want. Wow. Worst draw too. Didn't want 3 free 3/3s, I suppose. If I trade this, I get less face damage, but I get to pull a 6/6 on board. The thing is, like, but I have to trade the 4/4 as well. Not sure that's really worth it here. It might be, but I'm not sure that it is.
Buying or selling. Almost out of time.
Another thing to shoot a thing, or guaranteed 4 life. Might be dead here also, I'm not 100% sure about that. Why not send it back and play Peddler? Why not send it back? I'm not sure what that means. Oh, to get the 3/3s? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't do anything would be the main reason why, I guess. It stops you from playing any minions on the board, right? Why not a rushed version? That would be better. He's got 30... He's at 36?
Out of cards. I'm out of cards.
I have 610. How much? 24, 28, 31? Do I have 31 damage? Is that right? I think so, right? 31? We have to misplay as much as possible so RedBeard is even worse when losing. I mean, I feel alright, but I mean, like, ideally, the luck is, like, close to equivalent, and then you can win comfortably. But sometimes one player gets much luckier, and that's, you know, less enjoyable. Could have swung first and dealt 5 to something. I feel like they've made a misplay on basically every turn possible, which is a little, like, you almost have to, like, actively be trying to misplay. The opponent has no idea what he's doing. No. Let that just be a lesson that even though you buy a deck doesn't mean you know how to play a deck, I guess. As I said, misplay as much as possible. This must be a Dreads viewer. Maybe it's just a new player. Merlin. Maybe they just... You know what does happen? You know, jokes aside. Sometimes, you're like, oh, I'm playing against RedBeard. Maybe they are a fan of the stream and they're like, oh, I'm nervous. That does happen. And sometimes what happens is you make a misplay and then it causes you to, like, kind of compound your misplays over and over. Like, you make a misplay and then you realize it. And that causes you to make another misplay. You start questioning your plays. That's happened to me before. Sometimes you let your little brother play. Sometimes your little brother sneaks onto your account. Misplay snowball, yeah. Where you just kind of get, like, a little tilted because you made a misplay. Or, like, you're like, oh, I can't possibly lose, and then your opponent's last card is a Sunspot, and you're like, oh my god. I mean, they'd already made a lot of misplays before that, but you're like, oh my god, it's Sunspot, and now you're like, you know, you've already kind of like turned off your brain. But I'll take it because, as we, identified, we didn't really get lucky. Most of the instances of possible RNG went against us. So, nice to come out of it with a win. Spirit Bomb could be good. Another Fell Spell could be good at some point. I'm looking for Smokestack. That would be ideal. Maybe he was intentionally playing as badly as possible for fun. Yeah. He could have been a paid actor, for all we know. RedBeard could have purchased that win.
Buying or selling.
Well, never Smokestack.
Deal.
But what can you do? See how many wins he can get while playing as badly as he can. He could be doing like a 4-play win challenge kind of thing.
Deal.
Ollie? Peddler? Point caller? Maybe he was on a call with friends, just goofing around. Who knows? He could have been on a call with friends. He might have just been goofing around. For all we know. Who knows? Who really knows the answer to that question? Card's not as good as a 5-7. But I guess... okay. There's my sludge. Maybe he was just stupid. As a chess player, I feel the misplay snowballing. You blunder, and 10 moves later, you still are thinking about it, making your moves worse. Yeah. Yeah, it's for sure a thing.
I got this.
I can just hit it. These seem terrible. I'm gonna play this because I have nothing to do, and I am going to get a free 1-drop. Okay. I'd be down to lose this 5-2 now. Maybe she was having contractions and thought she'd boot up Arena as she went into labor. That's possible. Six. Alright, none of these are what we want. I mean, who needs a deck, right? Who said she was British? Oh, there goes my Excavate and all my demonic studies. Maybe misplaying an Arena is the only thing that can keep the contractions at bay long enough to get to the hospital. I don't know a lot about pregnancy, but that sounds right to me. And apparently to Tarantula Graham as well.
Light cannot exist without the dark.
Okay. I guess I could just trade it now.
Got a tune with your name on it. I'm the monster.
That waste remover sure thinks your whole deck is garbage. Well, thing is, he wasn't totally wrong. Hey, Hearthstoner, how are you, man? So glad the Chiefs are back in the Super Bowl, but kinda sad Blinds blew the chance at a rematch. I was rooting against the Lions. But only, I talked about it yesterday, only because, one, they beat the Rams, and two, I just think it's good when there are like long streaks of teams not winning in general in sports. The Cubs, the Red Sox. It's more interesting. You know what I mean? Like every year, like let's say they're back next year. It's like it's another like point of intrigue for next year. Red feasts on misery. The Lions self-combusted. I didn't really catch. I mean, I was following the game, but I wasn't watching it. I don't have a streaming service that can do it, and I was looking at something else, and I was kind of like, interesting. I wasn't loving what I was seeing. 8, 10, 11. I'm completely against the Taylor Swift script. Yeah, she's kind of annoying from a sports perspective, at least. But also, I don't really care about her, but I think it's good for, I think it's interesting to see the Chiefs back there. I mean, it's, you know, they're a pretty historically successful team now, right? Miss Lethal! No. I wonder if chat ever gets, like, tired of or embarrassed of typing Miss Lethal and being wrong about it. I wonder. It happens so often. I wonder about that. Nope, I don't. Never. You had Chaotic Abyssal for guaranteed. Yeah, but I didn't miss Lethal. I had Lethal. So you're wrong about missing Lethal. It's just such a... It's such a uninteresting and uninspired message. Offers nothing. Isn't interesting at all. Oftentimes is wrong. I just don't know why people would commit to it so often for so many years across so many streams. But then again, I'm not the one doing it, so I guess I wouldn't understand why. Miss Lethal sounds like a sexy femme fatale. Now that might be a little more interesting. That might be a little more worthy of discussion. It might. Alright, what do we got here? A big demon or a 2-drop? I guess I'll just take the big demon. It's probably fine. I've got 2 Void Walkers. Missing Lethal's why I come back. Well, God, you must have been gone for a long time. What with RedBeard almost never missing Lethal. I'm very glad I did not draw a spell. I am. Give him credit to being committed to the bit. There's not enough commitment in the world these days, so I, for one, think it should be celebrated. It just, I think it's a good indicator of, like, somebody oftentimes making a fool of themselves. It's like, wouldn't you want to not do that? If given the option, right? I kind of feel like I would. When you walk into a room and Miss Lethal has Dame Danger pinned against the wall. Don't tell me how to live my life. Hey, I would never dream. I would never dream of it. But then you kind of got to accept that people are going to make fun of you sometimes. Which is, you know, I think that's fair. Destroy a mana crystal? You know, I'd rather not. I guess it's probably better to forge than tap, huh? What do you think of mismatched fossils? I think it's very strong. Any card that can discover Reska feels strong. It's really only as strong as the pool of beasts and undead. And these days, like, every discover is pretty much strong in that regard. There's just so many powerful cards. But it's so much better to take a card like that than to take a card like this, or a card like, you know, like Assembly Line or Monstrous Form. Like, you're just going to be so much more likely to win the game with. Is there like a rule where I have to discard my best card? Maybe there is. Less of a rule and more of a strong suggestion. I'd rather not. You discard your best card every time to Dreads. Discards his worst card every time. These are the rules. I guess it balances out. It's yin and yang. One guy, the unluckiest guy that ever lived, and another guy that, well, less so. Less so. I guess I could trade them both. I suppose I could trade this one. Keep the same amount of power on the board. I guess I would keep the same amount of power, but I have a lifesteal minion now. I have more health on the board this way. I drafted a disgusting rogue deck. I feel like more often than not, the rogue decks this meta are disgusting. And I'm kind of fine with it. Let's have 2 months of rogue being broken. I am fine with that. Did I just play this? I mean, it's less power. It's way worse on my mana, but what can you do? Gonna wait to play it tomorrow, 1 AM on NA is barcode time. Yeah, that is true. That's true. That is not the ideal time to be playing Hearthstone. What is the ideal time? I'm not so sure about that. Spawn of Deathwing still wrecks people? I mean, it's still, I like, that card never made sense. It's an overstated 5-drop with an incredibly powerful effect. And it's like, it's so much stronger than Deathwing. Why would Spawn of Deathwing be half the stats and discard 1/10 the amount of cards? It should discard your whole hand. Wouldn't that make more sense? I don't get it. 117? I hate this. I guess I could do that.
Got a tune with your name on it.
I just don't want him gaining any life. I guess I could play a 4 and tap, but I mean, at this point, I think the face damage might matter. You always want your spawn to be better than you. Yeah, maybe. That's fair. You want that, but are they ever? Are we better than our parents? Maybe. At Hearthstone Arena, perhaps. I mean, it might not be plagiarized, right?
You fell right into my trap.
What did I destroy? You know what? I didn't discard my best card, and that feels nice this time. Let's see. I need to excavate again. And yet, the option is not available to me. I wore my toilet cola shirt today, and somebody asked me what it was from, and I had to lie. That's not good. It's not good for either of us. Especially me. I mean, I could have shot his face, but I was a little scared, you know?
Trust no one, not even me.
V-Clan Man. Thank you to the V-Clan Man. I don't want to play this. Alright, I'm gonna play this and then tap, I guess. I got one. So that's nice. Maybe. That's probably an okay draw too. There's a third treasure at some point.
The perfect tidings. We'll just have a little peek.
I needed that. Wait, that heals everything? So I'm just screwed? It seems like the exact opposite of what we wanted to happen. Can't say I wanted any of this to happen. Tramboy? Tramboy come back? Abyssal? Not Abyssal? I realized the contraband stash only plays 5 cards now. When it get nerfed, it was always 5. Top 3 classes? Warlock's number 1. I think Rogue's number 2. Shaman's number 3, I think.
I am only more dead.
Was it? Yeah, I think so. Interesting. Fell Rift and another Fell Rift. Gonna say bad only if we draw this guy this turn, and it's bad for us, but that's okay because we will figure something out. Stubborn Elemental. Okay, so let's put that one on board, and then we can put this one on board. Let's throw one of these in because, well, at some point we're gonna have to get through that. No, I thought it used to play more. Maybe I confused it with Tess. It was so bad. Well, it was so bad before because you would never get the we'd never get enough support for it. So it was like, usually it could only cast 5, but you would only cast like 2 or 3 things from it. But even then, I still took it because it was fun. Surprised he conceded? Well, he was pretty much dead. He had almost nothing left on his board, no cards in his hand. I mean, he was going to have to trade with that board or die, right? And then he knew we had a Jerry in our deck at some point. And if he was watching the stream, then he knew it was in our hand. Should I keep that? I mean, I really want Sludge. Dark Peddlers would probably be better to get. Well, okay. Now I like it. See if we can discover a Fell spell. Alright, let's do this. That's a Fell spell, but is it a Fell spell we actually want? I guess. I'll have a demon, right? Hello, son. Hi, RedBeard's dad. I was thinking of getting a cat, but I don't know if I can handle the stress of a cat dying, so I've been avoiding it. Yeah, that is the catch. That is one of the downsides of pet ownership. Hopefully you never have to go through that. Oh, it's a demon? No, it's an undead. But it's more about the prospect of not being guaranteed to copy this Fell spell than it is not wanting an extra Fell spell. Just right now I could be guaranteed to get 2 barrels of Sludge, whereas it's possible that the way this game plays out it's a 50-50. That's more the consideration. I'm always going to have a demon. The thing about the Grave guy is could get a smokestack and copy a smokestack, but I don't really want that. Um, 3 and 1 barrel of Sludge. I can copy this one, but I'm gonna be out of Sludge on the bottom of my deck. Let's just do this. If I play the Jailer, I shuffle the Sludges. I guess Fellwalker with these is a little less pathetic than it normally is. We also could have saved our 3/3, but we'd have dealt 8 damage to the 4/5.
I'm the snake in your boot.
This realm of death is filled with
I cast 1. This doesn't do anything. It's clogging up my Outcast.
Where fell flows, hide
Let be this demon. You know what? Fuck it. You feel like you've made it now that you break 1,000 viewers every night? No, I mean, yeah, kind of. One, I don't think... I always say this. Like, as good as it is, like, it's never as good as it seems, and it's never as bad as it seems. Like, streaming's not really about, like, a day or a week or a month or a couple of months. Because, like, who knows? Maybe tomorrow, like, Hearthstone completely shits the bed and nobody plays it or whatever, you know? But I felt very well established the last couple of years with 500, 600, 700 viewers, you know? Most streams never reach that, and, you know, I haven't had a real job in years, so.
disorder in
But, oh, I was gonna play the 2. Well, what are you gonna do?
all life must end.
But as you know, your average viewership goes up, you do, you know, just feel more and more secure. It's funny, like, because you feel more secure, and I would say you know, at least for me, like, I feel more secure and I feel more accomplished, right, or whatever, at least in terms of like, you know, streaming, whatever. But you never really, I feel like it's like if you have 1,000 viewers a night, like, you want 1,100, you know?
Welcome to
Like, I don't know if there's ever this point where you feel completely satiated.
RedBeard,
There
what
must
do you
be.
do when you struggle to have fun? My therapist isn't helping me at the moment.
Struggle to have fun? I never struggle to have fun. But I also enjoy, you know, walking, bike riding, listening to podcasts or watching YouTube. I enjoy my job,
and knock you
work.
down.
I enjoy working. I enjoy, you know, I think life has a lot of things that offer a lot of enjoyment. I enjoy sports. I like watching sports, and you know, watching movies and eating a nice meal. I find all of that very fun. Honestly, I find like the older I get, the more fun I find everything. So I guess my answer to that would be, you know, try to find the enjoyment out of those smaller things. Like, you don't have to be riding a roller coaster or, you know, winning $1 million in the lottery to have fun. Like, other things can be fun too. If you have 5,711 people sub to your YouTube channel, you want 7,512. True. True, you do. You do want that. I mean, I could play that and have that. I wish I didn't draw that, so I could play that and coin out something big. Potentially. Wow. I'm A-okay with that double trade. Sludge on Wheels is nice, but I don't have a great target. So let's play this. Maybe next turn it's played. He doesn't trade because he's scared. Play the Imp Gang and then discover a big demon, maybe. Finding a helpful therapist is harder than it seems. That seems very hard to me. I've never been to therapy, and goodness knows I probably need it, but I imagine it would be hard. It would be difficult. I've dated a lot of women who have found the value of therapy, but they do seem to often, well, they want to find the value of therapy. They have visited a lot of therapists, and they've told me that similar thought. It's very hard to find somebody that they like. But it does seem to be easy to find somebody.
Buying or selling.
Cards just so good. A lot of women who started therapy while dating you. Usually before. Actually, always before. I think dating people causes a lot of need for therapy. Dating people's rough, you know? Just like the act of dating can be rather difficult. I need a therapist that just agrees with everything I say. Those are the best therapists, in my opinion. The ones that just agree with you. And then take your money, too. You know? I'm too addicted to vaping nicotine. Maybe it's making me depressed. Yeah, maybe. Being addicted to things could definitely negatively impact your life. I could see that. Did you make the women go to therapy? I did not, but I supported their desire to go to therapy. In fact, they usually told me things like their therapist told them that dating me was probably a really good idea. Or like, you know, seemed like a healthier relationship than their past relationships, which I think is probably somewhat accurate. While I'm not the perfect partner, you know, I don't yell, I don't scream, I don't hit people. Pretty calm most of the time. I think that's good. Therapists, you know, they seem to like me. You're a great stepping stone. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's not fair, but that's accurate. It's not fair. Why do I gotta be stone? I think if I vaped, I would just do it forever and say, fuck it. But don't tell that to the guy who's, you know, criminally addicted to vaping right now. Yeah, just keep vaping.
Deal.
Don't even try to quit. I vape twice. I vape out of my mouth and my butt at the same time.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
You try hitting more people. I don't think so. Relatively weak. RP707, thank you for the Prime, man. Very cool of you. In a way in which it's very uncool of other people who don't sub. But it's very cool of you. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm glad I didn't forge it, I guess. I'm glad I didn't forge it. Oh, I shuffled my deck. God damn it. I mean, it's still a 4-mana 7/7, but... I think I'm gonna go to the coffee shop tomorrow morning. That could be nice. I like going to the coffee shop. I mean, I'm not the coffee shop, but like I like to go and like sit down and have lunch somewhere or breakfast sometimes. I mean, I'm not really a breakfast guy. I work overnight. I wake up in the afternoon, and I don't like breakfast like that much. Like if I eat breakfast, I kind of like to eat breakfast at like midnight. But yeah, sometimes just sitting there listening to a podcast, reading a book. I mean, I don't know, man. The older I get, the more I fear dying because there's so many YouTube videos I want to watch. I feel like it's, you know, there's so many YouTube videos that are going to be left unwatched when I'm gone. You know, a couple of books unread, probably. Just play these two. Burn 10 cards? That's so many. That's so many cards.
You're not a monster.
You're not a monster.
I'm the monster.
Living forever is way scarier than dying. Yeah, just give me like an extra couple 100 years. I'm sure we'll run out of YouTube videos by then. You watch any Genshin YouTubers? No. No. No, absolutely not. Should I? I've been just checking like dozens and dozens of 5-star artifacts to try to get an artifact set for Raiden. Dude, it's not great. Sure. Okay, probably could have been worse. Raiden is one of the hardest people to build, but at least her domain is resin efficient. I had a bunch of that stuff because I probably have a pretty functional set on Miku already. But yeah, I was just trying to get like near perfect stuff too. Like I could just kind of have like something semi-functional, you know? But I was trying to get like nearly perfect stuff. I got like 2 pieces that are pretty good, and I've kept a couple pieces that were like okay, but then I rolled like an extra defense or an extra HP or something like that. Come to the sewers, RedBeard. You won't fear death down here. If you live in the sewers, I'm told you will welcome the sweet embrace of death. How do I get a second excavate? Wait, why do I not have a second excavate?
None may steal our secrets.
The banners look like butt. Can you share the banners for me? Can you share the banners for me? That's not what I want.
Unleash a new rage.
As long as I don't burn Sunspot, I'm pretty happy. I still have 2 barrels of sludge in my deck somewhere. If you live forever, you can probably build a planet or something. Yeah, okay. What about for the next infinite years? What about for the next infinity years? Then what do you do? Okay. Build more planets. Yeah, that's fair. No matter what you do, you'll be alone with nothing left in the whole universe, guys, so fuck it. Why don't you just build a new universe? You could win Hearthstone if you lived forever, RedBeard. Aren't I winning it right now? I had a 12-win run to start yesterday. I had a 12-win run to end yesterday. And I have a 6-0 run today. I'm going to wish it all for Noel. Did you link the banner? You did. Thank you. I'm so sorry I didn't look at it. Oh wait, why is the banner butt? Don't we want that Animo lady? I think I might wish for her. I'll do like 10 or 20 wishes maybe. And also that the green 4-star, she gives you extra gold. She gives you an extra 1,200 gold when you're doing expeditions with her. I have her. I must have made upwards of 30,000 Mora for all the expeditions I put her on. Animal Lady's trash, but I'm a C6er. Oh, okay. She's trash, but she looks cool, doesn't she? The frustrating thing about this deck is the fact that I forgot to drop some parts on it. I don't get how Pluto isn't a planet. Would you tell Peter Dinklage he's not a person? No, you wouldn't, because he's definitely a person. I think it has something to do with some arbitrary definition of planet that Pluto no longer meets, right? The definition of a person is not predicated by size or mineral composition. I've not been offered one Excavate card, the 1-mana Smokestack card, and yet that's the card I want, funny enough.
Relax. Let's warm you up.
To buff or not to buff is the question. I was gonna say, if I get Drill Fist, maybe I just coin a drill fist here. That could be my second excavate, right? I have one in my deck. She's super niche. Plunge support. But at C6, she becomes a self-buffing and healing DPS. Oh, the new lady? No, she looks also like she could be like a grandma, right? Faruzan is good after C6. I have a C6 Benny, but I didn't C6 him. Should I not C6 him? I have his little, like, potion. I really don't want to give him my, thing there. I'm going to make this play under the assumption that he will not kill it out of fear. What's up, Mr. Jerby? I guess I'm supposed to wish for Nahida. Oh yeah, I might wish for Nahida and just try to get a C1 Nahida. If anything. That's probably better than getting another character that I'm not going to use. No way. No way. Hope I hit the 4-4. Nice. Bird Mom is super hot. Alright, we're wishing for her then. I don't have a lot of Primo Gems. I've got like 800 or something. I need to buy more Primo Gems. Or I mean, do quests or something. I thought everybody was crazy about Baby Ganyu. I want regular Ganyu. Isn't she an ice character? I still don't have an ice character I use. I don't really have an Animo character I use either though, so I feel like, yeah, maybe. Man, this Genshin game is so incredible. Everybody loves it so much. I'll kill the thing with more health and taunt, even though this has more power. Could get caught up in like an abyssal or who knows. You don't have to live forever. I want to be able to choose when I die. But would you ever choose? I guess at some point maybe you would. You know what? Let's actually do this first. Because if I got a Mawarg Drill Fist, I might rather just do that.
You aren't even ready for this.
Let's see. Not that good. I really want to kill that. So if I play 2-hit shoot, I'm just a little short. But maybe I can find something to kill the 4-3. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna do that. He didn't play a rush this turn, but he may have like a 9 or an 8 cost rush that he couldn't play in combination with it. So I'm gonna tap. I'm going to destroy this and this. And then I'm gonna do this. Okay, okay. Here's a handout for your Primo Gen list. Toosh, Mr. Red. Thank you. I need this. I might tap. If I tap, should I just tap now? Increase my odds. I'm kind of down to discard one of these. At the end of the day, like, I'm gonna discard something, right? Will I ever? Thank you, by the way. I'm clicking things. You know what would be good? Board full of 3/3s with rush for me would be decent here. Maybe, just maybe, it was for the best that I didn't discard those. Okay, redeemed. What do I get? 60 Primo Gems? Psh, I'll take them. How often are you guys getting hit by Raid Boss Onyxia? Because I feel like I'm getting hit by Raid Boss Onyxia 4 to 5 times a night for the last like 4 nights. I'm not liking it, not one bit. Darn it. Darn it. If I hit here, I can play this one. Take this one. Play this one. I guess I could tap. People love tapping. Can't remember the last time I got hit by one. Doesn't everybody get Raid Boss by default? I don't think so. I only play Genshin and Pal World. Oh, I have Pal World. I gotta play Pal World. Droder was kind enough to gift me Pal World. I think we have a shot to win this game. if he does not hit his legendary treasure. But if he does hit his legendary treasure, I think it might not work. I discard 1. Yes, I do this. This. Am I tapping? Yeah, fuck it. Whatever. Tap. Last. LUL. 60 hours in, it's been enjoyable. I have it. I gotta load it up. Play it with Dreads. He's a coward in that game. He's a coward in real life too, though. I need him to play a minion I can attack into. I'd like to burn my deck after I put those things in, so I can maybe have a better chance of keeping real cards. I was almost killed by a bird in my hardcore run. Alright, I'm gonna play it a little. Alright, I guess this is fine.
You're not a monster. I'm the monster.
Good morning, RedBeard in chat. What's up, B-Bart? Haven't seen RBO, but yesterday Hunter played a Prison of Yogg, and the first activation, he spent 30 mana clearing the board, giving a 4/4 to his whole deck. Yeah, that's not fair. Second best hit for us. I will say that. Second best hit.
We've created a temporal anomaly.
Have you played a brand deck? No. I've only played like 2 or 3 warriors. 3 or 4 warriors, maybe? I like warrior. I haven't been offered a lot of warriors.
Any problem?
I am only more deadly.
Back to work.
How am I killing things? That I don't know yet. 3 and a 6. Take a waste remover. I think I'd rather play this. Is that lethal? It's close. Well, maybe he'll die to the Juggernaut Bomb. Please play Warrior. Well, I mean, I draft Warrior. The snake oils are paying off. They are. Can't
This place is
do everything here. We actually beat a raid boss again. Actually, maybe we didn't. What's he at? 3? Wait. He's not dead? Spoke too soon. If I tap, I could get a rush minion. If I honor kill, I can get one. Bomb? Well, the bomb's not in his deck yet. This is a battle cry, and we didn't get the battle cry. We only got the death rattle. I can hit. Alright, I guess I tap. If I hit a rush, he's dead. Direwolf Alpha was also lethal. Oh, I only get a 1, right? Was there any others? Spellburst. Why didn't I get a Spellburst? Spellburst. Did I already do that? Was strange. Maybe I already got one? I feel like I only got one drop though, right? Inspire Frenzy Spellburst. Chaos Spell last turn? Okay. You got a 1/1. Oh yeah, I had the little thing that makes your hero power cost 0. Oh lord. No easy wins. No easy wins, but some difficult ones. It feels like our deck is good, but it feels like every game we play, our deck is the second best deck in the match. And it feels like we could have gone 0-7. That's just kind of how this meta feels. Like, it's always possible. Every game, you have to play so perfectly, or like get so lucky, or avoid getting unlucky so many times. It's good. It's like, it's very rewarding to play and win. It's very frustrating, I think, to play and lose, but that's why I've just decided not to lose. I'm chortling how Mr. Red suggested the 8th most used character didn't exist in his roster. Pardon me? Can you clarify a little for me? Sorry. Kazuha is the 8th most... No, I use Kazuha. He's in my Abyss team. Yeah, I love him. He's not like a cool waifu, but he's okay. I'm just gonna take a free hero power at some point. It's also good with chaos consumption and stuff like that, maybe. Haters gonna hate. Kazuha looks so bland. His moves look cool, don't they? Spinning around and stuff. He's not Benny. I like him more than Benny, but I play, you know, a fair bit more Benny than Kazuha. Not Benny is a positive, true. I wish you could just choose between like Benny and like a waifu version of Benny. Freeze? Well, I get 2 things, right? That's kind of nice. So I can go 1, tap, then play this. Tap last, but save the 0 mana hero power. You know what I like? I like copying this if I could. And then I like using the hero power when I might pull a 12/12 out of my deck. Oh wait, there goes the bottom of my deck again, huh? Well, what can you do? I don't even have any of the waste remover type cards right now. These waifu Benny. That's Reese. How do you say her name? I saw her in the story. She's okay. I have her. I did the trial. I didn't even do the trial for her. I did the trial for her. She's cool. Say it, but in French. God damn it. Idiot, drooling noob, waste remover. These turns are fucking terrible. Where RedBeard says, why does she wear a stupid hat? You know, I don't love her hat. I can't lie, I don't love her hat. Hey, Davey. Damn it, that sucked. I'm sorry. For you. For you, my friend. I know, Davey's a big Detroit Lions fan. While I'm sure it's no solace, at least it was a good game. I'm sure it's no solace, but it was a good game. It was close. They did have a great season, but it does suck to get close to the Super Bowl or, you know, even dare to dream an actual championship. Hates on every hat in Fontaine. I'm not a big hat fan of the characters in Fontaine. If Nuvalet wore a hat, Mr. Red wouldn't give him any screen time. Yeah, I wouldn't be as big on Nuvalet's hat. No way. Navia wears a hat? Yeah, I don't like her hat that much. Or her sunglasses. But Taz says she fires calcium cannons, and I thought that was, you know, I like that. You just trash talk Navia. Somebody get the paddle. Maybe Navia will be the one paddling. She doesn't like your hat. The characters in the game? Probably true. Not nearly as stylish. I have 2 barrels of sludge in my deck. What if I hit one here? Wouldn't that be swell? Darn it. Darn it. Darn it. Darn it. Darn it. Damn. I could have gone better. You have, you talk a lot of trash for a man who wears a hat every day. I don't talk a lot of trash. I didn't even mention the hats. Chat brought up the hat. It's a lot of darn it's. Wasn't a lot of oh babies. Tell you that much. What the hell? Freeze. Freeze. Draw Sunspot would be nifty. Be like a nice thing for me. So we can hit here. kill one. This thing's a 2-6. Why is it not a 2-8? Double trade. I can pull something out for free. I'd have to hit both. Okay, I'm probably dead, but what I'm gonna do is actually this. And be happy when I hit the barrel sludge this time. Darn it. Darn it, and darn it. Okay, well, we only burned 37 cards from our deck, to be fair. Attack the 2-6 into the 2-3. That doesn't really do me any good. Leaves up at 2-1. My issue is I need to kill this. Guess I could tap.
I'm the monster.
Could I not? Odds are I don't hit a sludge. Odds are I increase my odds of hitting a sludge.
Well played.
I wish though that I had got a I wish I had got my sunspot. Maybe I should have tapped first. Yes, fire elemental? No, he had my Mawarg. He had my Mawarg. Tap, play that instead. Probably better. Probably better. The 8-8 doesn't have rush. Yeah, if the 8-8 had rush, that would have solved a lot of my problems. Nicely played. Yeah, we could have tapped and got Sunspot and maybe won that game.
Gul'dan versus Gera.
And that's why you don't tap last. LUL.
Your soul.
I think I drank too much and rambled in your chat the other night. You did. I couldn't believe things you were saying. I actually don't remember, so that's okay. That's okay. Something big? Or something Mawargian. I have not once got to play an active Tram. Last game I got 2 Mawargs. But then my opponent stole one. Another Demonic Studies? So I want to play this and pull this. If I play this and he doesn't kill it, oh dear. How badly do I need to kill that? I mean, I guess I can't. I could look for a way to kill it. Abusive Sergeant, Mortal Coil, the ping. But the reality is, a lot of the time, you get crap from this. Like, you play one minion and it gets Rush or Taunt, and it already has Taunt, right? Stealth, and you don't want it to have stealth. Unfortunately, we lost the 50-50 there. But what can you do? That's the way it goes. What are the top 3 classes in Arena right now? I would say Warlock, Rogue, and Shaman, I would say. Don't say lethal when there is no lethal, especially when there was lethal. And you will be fine. Just, if you're thinking about typing something that could be perceived as maybe slightly annoying, maybe don't. Or don't also be surprised if the streamer gets slightly annoyed in addition, you know? Sometimes that can be kind of hard to identify, but sometimes it's not that hard. Lethal, the opponent concedes. What server are you on? I'm on the South Sugan server. Like, if you're thinking, should I critique the streamer on a very minute detail in his line of work that he spends 200 hours a month doing for your entertainment? Maybe think instead, maybe I should say something kind or interesting or introspective instead, perhaps. That would be my advice that I don't imagine many people will follow.
Almost out of time.
But there's a lot of out and out memesters, and sometimes you gotta meme, I guess. What planet are you on? Me? I'm on planet Earth. What planet are you on? Well, at least I don't need my coin this turn. Have you ever dyed your beard for Halloween? I have. We dyed our beard for a subathon. Dexter dyed my beard at one point. Well, he didn't dye it. I think we had like chemical grade spray paint and burned my skin up real bad. Sorry we have to upset you, it's nothing personal. It's just that Dreads doesn't stream on the weekends. That's fair. It's fair. And accurate. I've fallen asleep to you many times. Thanks for always being my nighttime entertainment. Hey, thanks for being here. Thanks for doing whatever it is you do. Which must be done. I can be guaranteed to hit that, huh? And I suppose if I'm doing that, I could play this first. Freeze could be nice. I can freeze whichever one doesn't get hit. And then the only risk is losing the 1 in 6 and discarding the shard. And then you might lose the 50-50 here and then lose the 1 in 6 and then take 9, and that would be bad. Do you miss old Hearthstone streamers? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, not that much. You know, I hope they're doing okay. Awesome, good to see you. You know, I miss Too Cool. If you guys remember Too Cool, he was a nice guy. I miss some of the Eternal Orbit crew that started streaming around when I started streaming. Valsaran and Exile Rhythm and others. Really want to play this. So I could hit there, and hit there. I think I'm going to do that.
I'm not a monster.
I get an 8/8. It's nice. I miss the Rat Arena streamer, Ratsma, yeah. Dima was cool. Do you miss me? I miss you when you're not chatting here. I miss Reynad and all of his drama with sleeping with everyone. I never knew about that stuff. I knew who Reynad was, but I didn't really know where his penis was going, you know? Boozor, Tex. Oh yeah, Tex. Agent W. Yeah, that was like the crew when I started. Good folks, I would say. Spawn of the Deathwing. Let's look first. Is that fair? Is that ever lethal? 11? Almost lethal. I go up to... I mean, that's so much, isn't it? Don't I just push it? Could be good enough. He's not gonna kill me, is he? Boozer Tex both did Arena with Dreads on Twitch Rivals. I played in Twitch Rivals. 2 of the 3 Arena Twitch Rivals I played. Dexter and I. And then A-Dubs and Dexter and I. I've made love to you many times. Thanks for always being my nighttime mood music. Yeah. I miss Retro Gold. Oh yeah, he was really going through some stuff. I hope he's doing okay. Dreads did Arena with Collins and Shady, and the casters kept calling Collins Dreads because, well, you can guess why, and it was sad. I remember the casters when Dreads was a caster for one of them. I think he was a caster for the second one. And he was doing it with, I can't remember who, it was a regular casting crew. I forget their names, some of them. One of the guys who had less memorable. One of the guys who didn't have blue hair, or who wasn't Raven or Sottle. They panned to my stream. And I can't remember, I was reading a chat message and somebody said something. And it was like, you know, like, I'm not wearing any underwear right now or something. I'm watching your stream, something like that. And I read it and I was like, oh my god. And I was like tearing it up too. I was like 9-0. And the caster was like, oh wow, what's going on in RedBeard's stream? We had like 20 viewers. He's like, whoa, that seems like a wild chat. And Dreads was Lorinda. No, it wasn't Lorinda. It was the other guy. He had like a regular name. And Dreads was like, oh, he was all scared. He was like, oh yes, I hang out in RedBeard stream sometimes, and it is quite a strange place. Something like that. And we were on the big screen, you know, like the actual Twitch Rivals broadcast. The other guy, Nathan, Nathaniel, Tommy, what was his name? That's tame for your chat back then. In fact, your chat is tamer now than when you were sub 100 and sub 20 regular viewers. Yeah, some of the criminals have been, you know, they've been taken out by various agencies. You could try to save it. I get a card. I mean, what am I gonna do? I'm blocked for 5, so. We need a Les. Les was here yesterday. A Les has been here like 3 or 4 times this week. Love that guy. What happened to Amaz? Amaz still streams. He doesn't stream Blizzard games anymore. So he left Arena and was streaming Battlegrounds, and then got invited to an invitational Battlegrounds event. And then some drama came out, some story came out about misbehavior at an event that he ran, or like a team that does he own a team or something? I don't know all the details. But they rescinded his invitation, and then he said he wasn't going to play any more Blizzard games on stream ever again. And to my knowledge, he has not played a Blizzard game since then. He did a lot of Slay, and he does other like variety games. Seems to still be doing all right for himself. Did I watch Rekful? I did not watch Rekful. I'm familiar with who Rekful is. I did not watch Rekful. I'm gonna try to pull a couple of free 3/3s here. I don't know if that's too bold. I don't know if that's not bold enough. But if I can get some free 3/3s, I'd be down for that. Okay, plan kind of accomplished. I mean, let's be honest, these won't be alive, right? Have you heard of the poker rogue like Balatro? Yes. Either in Dreads' chat or in this chat, somebody in chat, or maybe they sent me a message to like play the game in early access, maybe. I feel like I've heard of it, but I'm not all that familiar with it. I guess I can go to my emails and see if I have an email from Balatro. If I could hit here, I would love this turn. If I play this, it kind of sucks. I guess either way, I'm tapping again. No, not necessarily, actually, huh? I could go 3-1. 1. Who am I shooting his face? Not the best use of these cards, but not the worst. Balatro? They didn't email me. I must have read about it in like on a chat or something. I think you should check it out. It's pretty fun. I mean, I'm not opposed. I mean, there's so many games, right? Like, how can I barely play anything. It's hard for me to jump into anything. Okay. Could be okay. Could be bad. I don't want him to kill it a little. So I can Abyssal and then trade it. And then I keep my guy at 1 health. I have to burn stuff. But as long as I'm not burning Jerry, it's probably okay. Yeah, I'm not like opposed to checking it out. Is it on Steam or like, you know? Do I have to pay for it? Imagine paying for a video game. He gets crap from this every time. Maybe not every time. It's on Steam. He streams Slayer mostly. Slay the Spire. I can play this and this. Get it. It still doesn't kill it. Okay. Give me Spawn of Deathwing. Don't give me that stupid plague. Idiot drooling new plague. Should I like double trade it? Then don't I just get whacked in the face with a weapon instead? Jerry isn't activatable, right? He's fine to burn. No, he's activatable. I just need to get offered 1 fell treasure from Dark Peddler. I just need to get offered 1 more Maward from Demonic Studies. There's so many ways in which it could be activatable for me. I think I'm dead. If I drew relevant cards at the same rate at which I drew plagues, I would be in an okay spot. It's tough to be the 3-mana Tyrion, though. At some point, I think there was a turn or 2 window where maybe if we hit Sunspot or Spawn, we might have been able to, like, maybe win. Definitely live another turn or 2, right? Maz got something about, got upset with something about Hong Kong. No, he got de-invited to a Battlegrounds event. There was, like, some story, and forgive me, I'm gonna talk a little out of my ass. I believe from what I heard, Like there was a young lady that was like pressured to get in a hot tub at a party that like he was running, or like a team event for the team that he like owned. I don't know if he owned a team, something like that. From what I remember. And from what I understand, there wasn't really any direct implication that Amaz was responsible, question mark, but that they took away his invitation because he was like an authority figure at the event. But I don't have all the details on that. Yeah, you can let me play that and then get a Ganis out on turn 3 maybe.
Hey, do you want to buy a funnel cake?
That's what the story says. They asked her to get in. She was also 19 or 20 and it was just weirdo stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have all the details, but you should never pressure anybody to do anything they don't want to do. You know, just in general, just general life advice. Ruin based, yeah. I'd avoid that. And, you know, if presented with an opportunity like that where, you know, you're witnessing something like that shouldn't be happening, to try to intervene. It's not always that easy, but it should be that easy. You know. Wisdom is spit over here. The hell did I just burn? 2 cards I would have preferred to keep. Well, what about the time I wanted my mom to stop smoking and then she did? Yeah. But you can express... I mean, there's obviously context, right? There's different contexts. You can express your desire for someone to better their life, but you shouldn't rip the cigarette out of her mouth and burn her with it, you know? Yeah, things aren't always so black and white. What's up, Anton? Wind Fury's not as bad as Poisonous would have been. A turn 3 Mal'Ganis is harder to deal with than a 3 mana Tyrion, I'll say that. Came back to the gym ready for work. Hey Chaz, how are you? Sorry, I was gonna write back, but I don't have my phone. I don't have my phone in the immediate vicinity. And I figured it would be easier to show some of our pokey hits. Is this Iron Treads guy? We didn't get any, like, really big ones. That's okay. I think our magic box is gonna come tomorrow. Wait, he's supposed to be higher up. Okay, he should be higher up. Got a shiny Voltorb. I think that one's cooler than this one, even though I think the full art ones are a little more rare. We got this guy. Spooky Toad. I mean, I know it's all blocked, but this was our coolest one. Was this lady? That's cool. I mean, you gotta have a cool lady Pokemon card, right? You gotta have a cool lady in your life. You gotta have a cool lady Pokemon card. We can spend the rest of the game. You know what's actually kind of cool? Is if we play the seeds first and then draw the sludge on wheels, then we don't shuffle the bottom of our deck, which has happened most of this run. Anybody else have a gassy day, or is it just me? I haven't been too gassy lately. Not more than usual, at least. I wanted to see those. I like the blue flower. All right, the blue flower can be yours. It can be added to your collection. Mona.
Snake in your boot.
Okay, what am I doing? I'm hitting this. Could be our first game the whole run. I mean, it is the first game the whole run where we play Sludge on 3 and Waste Remover on 4. That could be cool. Oh man, if he missed that, that's so much better for me. Cherish my cutie Poke collection. You deserve cutie Poke collection. Oh man, just imagine. I guess I would have only had one, but that's fine, right? He'd be at 28. I'd have the sludge. I'd have the ability to get more sludge. Dave, thank you for the 29 months.
Just so another beeries.
This Guy's gonna think you're a barcode. Our account probably looks like a barcode a lot of the time. Oh wait, we're gold. Oh no, I'm on my main account. On EU.
Drink with me, friend.
I guess not. I'm gonna play this and then try to get a Mal'Ganis, I think. Well. I'll take another Void Caller. Don't burn Sunspot, maybe. Once again, I'm in bed. Dave, thank you for the 29 months. Right. Sheep. Explosive Sheepy. Well, that's a bad time to draw that card. That's my guy. I guess I might as well just run it in, huh? Should I be doing this? Actually, I probably should have. Pull a Fell Rift, maybe? Any way to get more sludge in my deck? Why am I even holding it? I guess I could use it next turn if I had a Sunspot. Then Sunspot's active. That's kind of a reason, maybe. Yeah, give me that. L plus Bathing Beauty.
You're not a monster.
I have no demon in my hand. Let's throw this one in. Let's throw this in so we can push 7 face. I saw a stream with a cat cam with a lot of viewers. I think the two were heavily correlated. It wasn't a lady twerking in the other camera, was it? I better not investigate. I sure hope this doesn't work for him. Sometimes it doesn't. Really, sometimes it doesn't. Alright. Not the worst. Not the worst. Not the worst. Okay. Seems fair. There's a lady, but she wasn't twerking or showing her bazongas. 10 wins in the first run of the night. And we had a 12-win run to end yesterday. 2 12s yesterday and a 10 to start today. We had, about our best opener we could have in this game. Hi Tasney, I hope you're doing well today. I hope the same. I hope Beebart's doing well. I hope Tasney's doing well.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
Most of that water's on my mustache right now.
I am your
110 incoming. I did the 110 in 10 challenge once. Remember that back in the day? RedBeard kind of just was like, okay, let's take it to the next level. We did 110 in 10. Give me some help. I want that juicy Morg because it means, in theory, Jerry could be active. Remember that time I won 14 games in a single arena run? The only 14 win run ever. We can drill straight down. It blocks it. I don't hate that. We can play Void Caller and maybe pull a 6/6, perhaps. How'd you do that? How did I win 14 games? I was 11-0, and then I had lethal, and then conceded. And then I was 11-1, and I had lethal again and conceded. And then I played the last game and won that one as well. The legendary 14-win run. And then also a different time, I'm pretty sure... Oh, that's so much better for me that he discarded his good card instead of his not good card. I had another run where I got some wins, and they didn't count them. And I had to win extra games. Sometimes Hearthstone would bug out and you would win the game and not get credit.
got a tune with your name on it.
Wow, discarding that full-blown evil is absolutely huge. I don't have a fell spell. I don't have a desire to play that. So let's just do this, this, and let's hit like this. In case he has some AoE, we get a little protection. There's a world where, we don't pull this. We pull a different demon. We still want to have the AoE available to us. I mean, more often than not, it's going to die. I'm going to get a 6/6, and we're going to be happy with that, but... I'm hoping he double trades here for no reason. That would help me out a lot. I can double trade and guarantee that I kill that thing. I could also trade one. Go for the 50-50. It's a pretty big deal, but hitting his face is so huge. My deck needs to hit people in the face. I'll win the 50-50. That didn't work out the way I would have hoped.
Buying or selling.
Exhibit, thanks for the 69 bits. Good evening, good to see you. Arena should let you win an infinite amount of times instead of 12. You can go for more than that. There should be like a mode where that's available to you, maybe. That'd be kind of cool. Mawarg? Tap? Mawarg? I don't really want to tap. That's it. That's 7 mana. The sludge does kill a 6/4, which is kind of unfortunate. But it does force him to use one and spend 3 mana. Now it's kind of hard, right? He would have to have 2 mana to stop this board. 11 wins. Not too shabby. That discard undoubtedly saved us the full-blown evil instead of one of his 2 sludges. 6 going to the Super Bowl. We're in the Super Bowl. Are we going to win the championship? And 2 because he discarded a full-blown evil. And 3 because he queued into RedBeard, powerhouse of the meta. I should have went with my gut on the Gamba. Fantastic work there, Red. Thank you so much. I'm trying my best. 3 YouTube videos, back-to-back-to-back 12ers. No. We had a 12 to start yesterday, a 12 to end yesterday, and then this run to start today. So we had some duds in between the 2 12s yesterday, to be fair. But unless you mean this one's going to go 12, and the next one's going to go 12 as well, in which case, yeah, that makes sense to me when you put it that way. Mal'Ganis? Mal'Ganis, yeah, sure. We forge, we play, we get Mal'Ganis, we drop it, we play this, we win. That's the plan. Captain Flippin' Milne. Wow, there's one of my first friends I made on all of Twitch when I first started streaming. Captain Milne. Thanks for the 100 bits. M. Militum. Thank you as well for the words of well wishes. You guys don't... Milne, have you been streaming? Naive hentai. Uh-oh. 1080p hentai. Is that Poet's alt over there? Militum. What's my favorite class? Meta. Oh, easy rogue. I'm back. Only way to get his attention these days. You didn't write anything else, did you? I hope not. I hope I didn't miss him. Milne, I may not follow you anymore. No, I'm sure I do. I think sometimes I fall asleep watching streams, and it, No. I think sometimes I fall asleep watching streams, and it unfollows. But no, luckily I was still following, so that's good. Luckily, I was still following. Team America with the raid. Thank you so much, Team America. Appreciate that. I would strongly suggest you guys check out Captain Milne. What were you playing? I guess I could have looked at it. I was just looking, but I didn't look at the game. That 4 mana 7/7 is better than my 9 mana 9/7. Anybody else notice that? Guarantee it. I mean, we gotta go for these 50-50s, I think. Because I can't really win, fuck. I can't really win a long game, right? Our deck's just not going to be anywhere near the same card quality. Dark Souls? Dark Souls remastered. Crazy. Are you still out in Nebraska? I was doing some Dark Souls. Were you in Nebraska? I feel like you were in Nebraska. I had Warlock go 12 and I did nothing but Outlast people. Oh, cool. Interesting. We're just bashing each other in the face, huh? And yet, can't really do anything. You know what would be good? Follow fucking A-bomb. That's where my folks live. I'm down in Atlanta. Were you always in Atlanta? Might not have known that. Congrats on the 12 wins though, PJ. Hopefully, you know, anybody that's looking for Hearthstone Arena content, feel free to check out Mr. Team America. Also the number one Majora's Mask streamer on all of Twitch. Well, I think we took a very needed risk, as we see the discrepancy in deck quality can be just too much to overcome. We don't have a chance of winning this game ever. A lot of these games come down to like who gets the sludge. We have a sludge, we didn't get a sludge, and as a result, we're dead. We have any excavate? We have one excavate, which has just been deleted from our deck. But not once in this entire 11-win run did we get to activate Tram Conductor Jerry. That being said, we discovered a lot of Moargs from Demonic Studies. We never once got Smokestack, not once, from our 3 Dark Peddlers, which is kind of disappointing. I hope they do something about the sludge combo. I mean, they won't. They buffed it for constructed, didn't they? Alright, the whole run. Just give me one smokestack. Not once did they give me smokestack. I just want to cast this just to... I don't have this emote. I just want him to know that I'm calling him a loser. Thank you, Bill, for the gifted sub. Makia TV, congratulations on the gifted sub. Killer, good to see you. 11 wins, not too shabby. I think, again, I really legitimately feel like maybe in all 14 games we had the inferior deck. I really felt like that. Just this meta, decks are so powerful. We scammed a couple of games, like pulling early Mal'Ganises once. You know, spawns are still good, but it's hard. One of those games we went to fatigue, right? We had an opponent throw a game they definitely should have won. No Light Forge key. You know.